Okay, this is lesson 18, forgiving method of division. I want to make sure that we have a chance to really think about what division is. And division is just repeated subtraction, whereas multiplication is repeated addition. So if I had 3 times 2, that meant I had the number 3 2 times, and that equaled 6, and so 3 times 2 is 6. If I had 3 times 10, that means I had the number 3 10 times. And when I add up 3 times 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and 30. So that is 30. And 3 times 10 is 30. Well, the same thing is true with division. So on your note sheet, this is where I want you to start filling in. Division is repeated subtraction. We're going to do this example. If I have 12 of some item and I want to divide them into groups of 3, I will need to divide. So this means I have 12 items and I want to divide them into equal groups of 3. So let's just say I did want to subtract that. I could say, well, in my first group I had 12 and I gave out 3. Then that left me with 9, and I'd taken out another 3. That leaves me with 6. I can take out another group of 3. That leaves me with 3. I can take out another group of 3. So 12 minus 3 was 9. I could take out another group of 3, and then I was left with 6. I took out another group of 3. I was left with 3. I could take out another group of 3, and I'm left with 0. So how many groups of 3 was I able to take out? There's 1, 2, 3. I took out 4 groups of 3. So 12 divided by 3 equals 4. And since division is the opposite of multiplication, I know that 4 times 3 equals 12, so I got that problem correct. But that's a lot. Who wants to subtract when we have larger numbers? So what we're going to do is something faster, which is division. Because let's say I had 46 and I want to take out groups of 3. I don't want to subtract out 3 and 3 and 3 and 3. I'm going to run out of room on my paper. So I'm looking over here at the steps, and it says the first thing we need to do is see how many groups of 3 can we take away from 46. Well, I know I could take at least one group, because that would be 3. If I took out 2 groups of 3, wouldn't that be 6? I could definitely do that. Well, I'm going to try making bigger guesses. So I'm going to try to see if I can take out 100 groups of 3. If I did 100 groups of 3, that would be 300. There's no way. I only have 46. I can't do that. I'm going to try 20 groups of 3. 20 times 3 is 60. I only have 46. That doesn't work. So I'm going to target 10 groups of 3. So over here, I'm going to keep track that I'm going to multiply my 3 by 10. 10 times 3 is 30. Because that means I'm taking out 10 groups that have 3 in each group, which is multiplication. So I'm going to take away 30 altogether. 10 groups of 3 is 30. 6 minus 0 is 6. Always remember to subtract in your ones place first. And 4 tens minus 3 tens is 1 10. Now I'm moving down to this part of the problem, and I want to see how many times I can take out a group of 3. So can I take out one group of 3? That would be 3. I have 16, so yes. What about, can I try 10 groups of 3 again? 10 groups of 3 was 30. That's too big. I only have 16. What about 5? Can I do 5 groups of 3? 3 times 5 is 15. So yes, I can take out 5 groups of 3. 5 groups of 3 would be taking out 15, and I have 11. So basically I've subtracted 10 3s and 5 3s. That's way, oops, sorry, I subtracted wrong. That would be 1. That's way faster than subtracting these one at a time. Now I have 1 left. Can I take out any groups of 3? If not, then I know I am done with my problem. This is called the remainder. The remainder can never be bigger than the divisor. And if you remember, this is our divisor. So we have to add up how many groups of 3 we were able to subtract, and this becomes our quotient. So 5 and 10 is 15. So at the top I write 15, remainder 1. And then on this line here I write the quotient 15, remainder 1. So I guessed 10 groups of 3 to start with. I subtracted as many groups as I could. I added up the number of groups that I subtracted, and I made this my quotient, and then I wrote my quotient on top of my bracket. Just a reminder, and you might want to write this on the side of your paper, one teacher calls this division method the big 7 because it looks like a 7. So you put your quotient in here. I'm sorry, you put your dividend in here, excuse me, and your divisor out here. But everything inside this you're going to subtract, so make a subtraction sign. Everything out here will be times the divisor, and then once you figure out how many times the divisor, you're going to add to get your sum. This sum then becomes your quotient up on top.